right, we want to welcome you to orientation. We want to say one, look, we just want to welcome you to the Ramon community and family and your tribe. And as we are getting this started, that was the recap of what we all just experienced in Las Vegas. But don't worry, as you saw up in the corner, we're going to keep the party going in a couple of months because it'll be here soon. But February and all of that of the new year. And we're going to Long Beach, and Mr. Kim will talk about that in a minute. But right now, we just want to welcome you, and this is your orientation. This is to help you learn the ABCs and the one, two, threes of your Ramon business. And I'm Jermaine Johnson, one of your many servant leaders in this company. And we just want to let you know that you are definitely in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And as we start this, as people are still joining in, please put in the chat where you're chiming in from. If this is your first orientation, put a one there. But as you're going to see what you're a part of, we're going to start this the way we normally do with our company sizzle video. And I want you to pay attention to the words on it, because it's some of those things that are on there that are going to give you that confidence about what you're a part of. So if you're ready, say I'm ready. Let's go. I love that. I call that Club Ramon. And so look here. Look, this is your orientation. And so very quickly, guys, look, we're going to take you through. Of course, you're welcome. And I've already told you that. Look, we want to welcome you. This is such a wonderful place, and you have such a wonderful support system. And we're going to show you that. Then we're going to take you through launching your business, because some people start their business, but we want to help you launch your business. And then I'm going to talk fast because one, it's the last day of the month and people are closing out things, and there's some announcements that are going to come that are very imperative as far as the end of the night. So very quickly, we are going to go do this quickly. But for those of you, if this is your first time, of course, it would be remiss if we failed to tell you some of these things. You are a part of Ramon, and Ramon simply means reborn, rebirth, gift of God, and independence. And I love all of those. The company was established in 2018, but here's what I like to emphasize, because I've been talking with people that have been from the network marketing, direct sales industry. I was talking with a guy today, and understand it had already done 2.5 billion with without network marketing. It was a high margin wholesale distribution. So it had already been proven. That's huge. And now, rated as the #1 K-beauty brand, had already sold 40 million bottles in a country that only has 50 million people. Then they decided to launch United States and Canada. Started March the 18th, 2023. My wife and I got started 18 days after, and our lives have been changed ever since, because I've been in this industry for 35 years, and I've been praying for something like this. And guess what? We found it, and so did you. Then we've opened in Taiwan, Hong Kong, look here, Mexico, Singapore, Malaysia, and Forbes magazine said the best time to join or position yourself in a company is when they're doing a product expansion or global expansion. So guess what? As of tomorrow, we are official in the Philippines, y'all. Put a fire emoji in the chat if you're just excited about that. Then the United Kingdom, Japan, and guess what? We're not stopping there. Our goal is to be in 50 countries over the next 5 years. That's a business clue. The way to success is to find out where everybody else is going and you get there first. Guess what? We're going into Italy, Spain, Ireland, Colombia, Chile, and Peru. And then what makes us so different? Look, it's that we're rethinking, reimagining, redefining. It's our products, our philosophy, and then the people and the plan, and of course the price, because of the vertical integration. But you wouldn't be here if you haven't already done your research about that. So you know we are different here. But guess what? We're going to keep it that way, because we are doing something so different, so disruptive, in the words of our founder, Chairman Han. So first we're going to start with Remand.com. That's where everything starts. And I do want to take the liberty now, as you see on the screen, this is different. Look here, we are going to close this month out strong, but I don't want you to be alarmed or shocked, because tonight, 12 a.m., we are going to do a system maintenance. It's our regular maintenance. Don't be shocked. But during this time, guys, look, you're logging in, you're checking your reports, you're diving in, and all of that to your volume is going to be temporarily unavailable, but your Remand.com will still be fully available for shopping. Take a note of that, so I don't want y'all shocked tonight. Is that all right? So we're going to go all the way till midnight, but at midnight, the computer has to update, because y'all going to shut it down over these next few hours. Now, at Remand.com is where you can do so much. And guys, you can do this from home or on your phone, guys. And I always say, look, if you got a smartphone and if you're not making any money from it, then you got a dumb phone. Look here, look, we got a homebound business, a home-based business, but it is not a homebound business. You can do it anywhere from your phone. You can enroll new distributors, customers, product orders, order management, sales, business tools, and your marketing tools are all located at Remand.com. So if you have not done so as a brand new planner, I want to encourage you to go from your account to my account to your Remand.com, click business, then you go into my office, and then you put in your password and all of that. And it's from there where you will find your business snapshot, your commission, your eligibility, your history, your genealogy. You can do everything from your phone that you're doing at your home office. And so I'm going to encourage you, if you have not done that, picked out your URL name, I would encourage you to do that as well, which the majority of you probably have already done. Now, also, what's such a unique feature, and I like to say, guys, you just, for $20 to become a planner, you have access to all of this. And I'm telling you, this is huge. Usually companies or opportunity, they charge you extra just to be able to do all this. Look, you can go and create shopping carts, and it's there when you go in your personal, you can customize a mall where you can set up additional links. So if you want to do a product of the month, a product of the week, right? And you want to market that to other people, TikTok, Instagram, however, or just send it out to the people that you know, like, and trust, or that know, like, and trust you, then you can do that. And you can create individualized bags from your back office here. So this is a special feature that really I'm going to encourage you, and you can give each bag a title, subtitle, right? You can specify it for what country, because now as we're growing into other countries, you can do that. And so all of these things are available to you and being country specific. And you don't look, it allows you to do more than one, then two, then three. Guys, this is huge in your back office. And I think I went one too far there. There we go. Now, also, I want to take you into the area called the drive. And the drive is so important. This is where you can find all of the marketing material. What I love about this, Christy and Anna, is that you don't got to create anything. It's already created for you. That's huge because I am not the technical person. There's nothing technical about me. I'm Jermaine Johnson. What you see is what you get. All that creating stuff, Canva, I don't know all of that. But guess what? I don't have to because they've already done it for you. Just go to explorevermont.com / or is that backslash? I told you I'm not technical. I don't care about that. Just put it one way. If you don't get it right, do it the other direction. I don't care. Just go in there. And when you go in there, you're going to find everything. Y'all remember the Disney movie, A Whole New World? It is. It's going to be a whole new world. Y'all crazy. Look here. You're going to find product sheets, your brochures, social media material, business tools, videos, and so much more. People call me asking for stuff. I said, okay, one, did you go to orientation? They say no. Well, then you don't know about explorevermont.com, then do you? Yeah, exactly. See, this is why we're trying to help you get started right, because there's some people, they just don't want to get plugged in. It's kind of like Christmas lights. If you get plugged in, all the lights around you will turn on. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Any of y'all that have ever hung up lights. Now it's time to launch your business. So if you're ready, say I'm ready. This is what you also find in your drive. It's your launching your business document. And I want you to keep this. I want you to print it out and keep it up in front of you and keep it as a historical piece, because this is when you started. See, because they tell me there's two types. There's two start dates. There's the day you start and the day you really start. And then there's two types of willing, those willing to work and those willing to watch. And I'm praying that you're here, you're ready to go to work, and you're ready to really start your business. And it starts with this launch document. And from this document that you should have in front of you, if you haven't already done so, you can still do it. But this is where you go, and this is where you want to write it down. You see, my mentor told me the difference between the wealthy and the non-wealthy is that the wealthy have a written plan and they write it down in black and white. So I want you to write it down. Write it down. And it starts with this step one, your business plan, your short-term goals. It's something about a goal. A goal without a plan is just a wish. And I remember Tony Robbins says setting goals is the first step to turning the invisible into the visible. So you got to have a goal. And let's do your short-term goals, your 3 to 6 months, right? What is it going to take to make this worth your while? That, hey, look, I just want to start making an extra $500 a month, or I just want to be able to pay off some credit cards. I just want to be able to whatever, offset my cost of living. Your short-term goals over the first 3 to 6 months, write them down. Guys, you got to write them down. And then your long-term goals. What is it? What do you want to do with your Remon business? I want to be able to take my children on a trip. I want to be able to take care or to provide a little more for my parents, or right, or I want to be debt free. In the next 2 years, I don't want any debt. The next 2 to 5 years, write it down. Whatever it is. And don't think small, think big. Write it down. The universe will conspire, but you got to write it down. And then from there, your why. What's your why? Guys, and it's just, they always told me if your why is strong enough, the how will take care of itself. And what is that thing that'll cause you? Because you know there's going to be some people that are going to tell you that, oh, that stuff, it doesn't work. Oh, you don't want to be doing, oh, that doesn't. See, what is that why? There's something, and I have translated why, WHY, as an acronym. What's hurting you? And I don't wish hurt on anybody. I'm just saying, what is that thing that you've been praying about? What is that thing that has to change in your life? What is that thing that you've dreamt about? It'll keep you staying plugged in, continuing to show up. Write it down. Write that why down. And I'm going to encourage you, right? Share it with your sponsor, share it with your director so they have a record of your why and you two can lock arms and work together. With that said, guys, look, my job is done as quick as possible, and I'm going to get out of the way. I'm going to introduce this phenom in the industry. She is a super shero. She knows 100% of the facts of this business, loves to have fun, loves to help people. And then also, of course, she's from my home state, Alabama. Roll Tide. Look here, I'm going to turn it over for her all-star testimony, the one and only Miss Anna Perry.
Oh my gosh, Jermaine, I've never been so hyped up in my life. You are the man. That's why they put you as MC every year at convention, because you know how to hype up the crowd. So, as Jermaine said, you guys, I'm so happy that you're here. My name is Anna Perry, and he already told you I'm from Alabama. I've actually been with Remon for a little over 1 year. And I want to just give you a really quick product testimonial, because I think it's important as you are just getting started with your brand new business. You might be questioning or wondering, are these products going to even work for me? Or, you just might have a lot of questions about all of it. Or maybe you're rock solid in your belief already in Remon, and I give kudos to you. But some people are not that way. So I just want to tell you a little bit about my story and hope it encourages you to keep using the products. So I actually started, like I said, in August of last year. And my journey started a little bit before that, actually, because I was having some really big problems with my skin for about 3 years prior to starting Remon. And actually, I was being treated at the dermatologist. I was on steroid treatments. One of my dermatologists told me that I had FFA, frontal fibrosing alopecia, which was a shock to me. But basically, it's a lot of inflammation of your hair follicles. So not only was it affecting my hair, I was having some hair loss, but also my skin. I didn't know it would affect your skin too. So when I started noticing all these little tiny, almost look like freckles on my face, and I couldn't figure out what they were, it turns out it was inflammation of the hair follicles that were even on my skin. So long story short, I went through a long journey of treatment of different things to try to help, and really was not having much success. So when I actually had like a really intense laser resurfacing treatment in March of 2024, so last year, and it was terrible recovery, like a week long, face was this big, just all kinds of things that I had done. Well, I expected some very extreme results, and they told me they'd get better in 6 months of time. It would be like the best results you'd get, right? So the picture I'm going to show you, I'm going to share my screen. My before picture was taken 6 months after that laser treatment. Okay. So it wasn't, it definitely had improved, but it wasn't what I was expecting. And then my after picture is 6 months after using Remon. So when I found this company, I was thrilled, because when I started using these products, it was all clean skincare, but I really didn't know if it was going to be as effective. But when I used it just for 3 days, my husband noticed a difference. So let me see if y'all can see this. So this is me 6 months after that laser treatment. You can see I still have a lot of sun damage, just loss of firmness. I have a lot of texture issues. And then 6 months later, you can see the glow in my skin is so much healthier, firmer. And then the side by side, let's see if I can move this out of the way. I don't know how to move my little camera. Oh, here we go. So you can see the difference in how my skin looked, y'all. That was 6 months. You can see the firmness in my neck. So yes, but not only that, also my hair, our shampoo, y'all, has completely transformed my hair. So let's see if I can go to the next slide. Okay, so this is me June of last summer. This is my hair. Look how thin and kind of stringy. It was really, really thin. I was losing hair all the time in the shower. And this is just after 60 days of using our Bodolab shampoo. So I started in August. This picture was taken in October. So my hair is fuller now even and stronger than it was then. And this picture is not me, as you can see. This is my husband, but he gave me permission to use this. But this is 9 months of him using the Bodolab shampoo. So we see before 3 months, 6 months, and 9 months. And y'all, these results just continue to get better and better and better. So that is my story. Keep using the products. Just be encouraged, because it is going to completely be, when people start noticing, they're going to look at you and they're going to be able to tell a difference, and they're going to want to know what you're using. So don't be afraid to tell them about it, because these products are going to change so many lives. So that's my story, and I'm going to pass it off to you, Susan Manuello, our beautiful senior director. She is incredible. I have a quick, very brief story, but when I very first started with Remon, I went to our first convention in September, just 2 weeks after signing up of last year, and ran into her in the hallway. And I knew her face from some of our orientations like this and opportunity presentations, because I'd been studying. I wanted to hit the ground running. And I saw her, and she was the most precious, sweetest, like stopped to talk and want to make sure I'm having fun. And I just loved her. I was like, okay, Susan is just the sweetest. So y'all are in for a treat tonight, and I'm going to pass it off to you, girl. Take it away.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Anna, so much. That brings some tears to my eyes. That to know that I impacted you in that way. And this is a big, great reminder of why it's important to go to events, so we get to connect and meet in person. So I will see you in Long Beach, right? And hopefully some new faces that are on this call tonight. So welcome, everybody. Like Anna said, my name is Susan Manuello, and I am blown away by Anna's results and everybody that I just keep sharing these products with. And hopefully you guys have already started your journey with the products, and your hair is going to be on fire, right? It's going to be growing and growing on fire, to share with everyone that you know, and continue to grow your business as we do this around the world. So how are we going to help you get to senior manager? That is my job tonight, is to paint the picture and to give you guys a step-by-step game plan. So if you haven't already, you definitely want to download that sheet that Jermaine told you. It's the launch worksheet, and write out the goals so that you truly know what your plan is and how you're going to get there. But the main thing you need to know when you start is that we want to help you get those 6,000 points, those sales points, that SP, as quickly as possible. And I just want you to think about, what are you willing to do? What are you willing to invest in this business to help you get to that position? Because I think a lot of times we're, okay, great, we're going to sell product, and that is awesome. But it is important for you to also step up to the plate and make an investment. Especially today, we have the convention packs back for a limited time, and you can get travel points with those packs and really set yourself up for success. So ask yourself, what are you willing to invest? Do you want to invest, for the pack to get you halfway to manager? Are you willing to go all in to manager? Or are you willing to go all into senior manager? So definitely take a minute. I know that it sometimes feels like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? I just started. But you will not regret that decision, because the more skin in the game you have, the more you get off of, your tush and start calling people and connecting and building the business too. So I would encourage you guys, make that commitment. So many success stories of truly committing to getting to manager, getting to senior manager, and then going out and building your business, because you're going to make the higher percentages when you do that. But even if you just are able to start out as a planner, you guys make a goal to share with as many people as you can to build that business again to 6,000 SP. And that's why we have those goal dates down there, is write it down. Is it going to be by October 1st? Is it going to be by October 15th? You have 3 months technically. So, we want to help you do it faster. But if you break it down, you can do that 2,000 SP per month over a 3-month period. And so what's important to know is maybe you're restarting your business. Maybe this is a refresh call for you. And so you want to see where you are right now and what you need to get to that senior manager, because the volume again is rolling over that 3-month period. Now, what goes into that 6,000 SP is any personal orders. That's why I said step up to the plate, but also personal customers, and then your first level planners. So anybody that starts and becomes a planner and purchases also goes into that bucket. And then as you become a senior manager, it's important for you to know that not only are you giving yourself a raise, you're locking in this commission for life. So 30% base commission for life. You have the opportunity to earn up to 40% commissions by opening up that top retailer bonus. And you do that by getting more customers. So let me just touch on that really quick, because this is awesome. If you're somebody who is planning on crushing it with customers, whether or not that's person to person, maybe you have an online social media, maybe you're brick and mortar and you have a ton of customers that want to buy from you, you want to make sure you put those customer accounts in your business, because you need 20 lifetime customers or 40 lifetime customers, and then the volume that corresponds with that, so 2,000 SP or 4,000 SP, in order to unlock that 5% extra or 10% extra on your retail commission. So that's why you see 30 to 40%, because it's an opportunity to really grow your business just on that commission alone. Not to mention, when you get out there and share this with other people, you're going to make the additional percentages on your team, and you'll have unlocked the level, which we're going to get to as well. Because as soon as you get 1,000 personal SP and just 10 lifetime customers, you're going to unlock what's called the unilevel part of our compensation. So you can see you earn an extra 5% on levels 1 and 2, which means other planners that have started in your business, and then 3% on your level 3 and 4. So this is a very awesome part of our compensation plan. And then you can see the breakdown too of when you have a customer, again, that 30 to 40%, depending on where you're at. If you start someone else as a planner, you're going to earn what's called a differential. So you earn 30% total. So it depends on where they start. If they're a planner, manager, or a senior manager, you can see the differences in the compensation. And once you become a senior manager, you will need to have 3 personal customers order for that calendar month. If this is your first month hitting senior manager, don't worry. You get to do it next month in October, but that is the qualification to make sure that you are opening up your check to get paid. And what I love about Remon is if for some reason you don't hit that, they keep it and they pay you the following month when you get your 3 customers. But you're going to get all your customers, right? Because we get paid so well on customers, you're going to definitely want to make sure that you gain your customers every single month. And I mentioned the starter kits, you guys. Again, we have a special promotion coming out of conference in Vegas. We had phenomenal packs, and they offered them again only through tonight, 11:59 Pacific. You can get your hands on these special packs as a planner. So go under monthly specials and make sure that you get yours and get yourself to senior manager tonight. So with that, I am going to pass it back over now to the beautiful Christy Belliston, and she is going to talk with you guys about getting to team leader. And she knows her stuff. She is a director with Remon. She has a ton of experience in this industry, and she has helped so many people in her organization already achieve team leader. So I'm so excited to learn from you tonight, Christy.
Oh my goodness. Okay, first of all, you guys, give Susan some hearts in the comments, because she did such a phenomenal job in laying out your senior manager game plan. Susan, that was beautiful. We had the amazing, you guys, this call, I just feel so honored to be here with these rock stars, but we had the amazing Jermaine that kicked us off with an incredible foundation. Again, this is a really, really great call to be on if you guys are here for the first time. And then Anna, I didn't even know any of that about you. Your testimonial was so inspirational, so powerful, amazing, amazing. Okay, I'm going to quickly share my screen and we're going to walk you guys through your team leader game plan. I'm really, really excited about this one because this is where you can not only impact your life, your family's life, and really generations to come, but this is where you get to impact other people's life as well. So I'm going to quickly share my screen and here we go. Okay, so I'm going to simplify this in the best way that I know how, but I want to start a little bit with my story so you get to know a little bit about me. I'm a mom of 7. I'm a grandma of 6. I'm 52. I was introduced to Riemann by the amazing Timothy Herr. And he started, you guys, by just introducing the products to me. And I want you guys to know how powerful these products are because it really does start by just getting these products on people's skin. And I was completely blown away. 3 days in, I already saw a huge difference. And my skin just was it wasn't just getting better. I felt like it was actually healing and I was aging backwards. And so, of course, I was curious and people started complimenting me. And so I started as a customer and then I jumped over to become what we call a planner. And what's really exciting about this, you guys, is that again, using these products, this is why it's really, really important to make sure that you guys are using the products, you're creating your story, because your story, just like you guys heard Anna's story, your story is what people are going to buy. Okay, it's going to be your belief in these products. So I'm going to simplify this. Becoming a team leader isn't about doing 100 things. It's just about doing a few things consistently. Okay. So step 1, get the products on your skin, start using the product, develop your story. Step 2, watch this again if you have to and listen to Susan's game plan of getting to senior manager because senior manager is step 1. Now, for me, I'm someone that doesn't want to leave money on the table. So when I first decided that I was going to work this as a business, I called Tim and I said, Tim, don't let, just one thing I ask, do not let me leave money on the table. And he said, I got you. And I said, okay, what is my game plan? Like today is day 1. It was May 1st, 2024. What is my game plan? He goes, we got to get you to senior manager today. And I was like, done. What do I do to get to senior manager? And he's like, pick up a pack. So you guys have the opportunity to not only pick up these incredible starter packs, but you get so much free product with it as well, right? So I picked up 2. I was like, I'm picking up 2. I'm hitting the ground running. I'm going to start as a senior manager. And so that is what I did. I hit team leader in 3 weeks. And here's how I did it. So I'm going to share exactly what did I do to hit team leader so quickly. So first of all, let's talk a little bit about what you need. Number 1, volume. You need 10,000 SP a month for 5 months because you get to use 5 rolling months. You get to use 5 months of volume. It's pretty exciting, right? Or 50,000 SP in a 5-month period. Okay. Step 2, leadership. You're going to develop 3 senior managers. Okay. What my goal was to develop 10. So my brain was like, I just need to help as many people as I possibly can get a paycheck. And I knew that really started where it was that paycheck's going to make a difference at senior manager. So my goal was 10 senior managers as fast as possible. Okay. And so that was number 1. And you guys, you'll hit the volume first. So just so you know, if you're looking at the volume, think, gosh, it's good. No, you'll hit it first. Number 3 was customers, right? Just maintaining 5 active customers each month. So just 5 active customers. That one was easy. That one was super, super easy. People see your skin and they want to know what you're using and now you're sharing, right? So that's it. Don't overcomplicate it. If you can focus on sharing, supporting, and duplicating, you're going to naturally hit all of these numbers, okay? So I want to know in the chat, I'm going to pull it up so that I can see you guys, how many of you can find 5 customers who love clean beauty, K-beauty. People are looking for K-beauty, number 1 K-beauty, and want to reorder every single month. Put me into the chat if that's you. Okay. All right. Me. Yes. Awesome. Awesome. Victor. Yes. Amazing. Okay. So when you guys, awesome, Melissa. Yes, Anna. Yes. You probably got 1 million customers. Awesome. Okay. Amazing. Okay. So when you lock in team leader, the rewards, you guys, they're massive, massive rewards. And again, this is where that impact income really, really comes into place. So 40% is your base commission. You guys, that's one of the highest in the industry, but you can make up to 54% commission here, which is mind-blowing amazing. So you also get what's called a leadership match, where you get 3 generations of a leadership match, and that's up to 40%. That means that as your team wins, you win. So as your team wins, as you're helping others, you win as well. Also, you unlock a top retailer bonus when you grow your customer base. Plus, you get 20% cash back and 20% ream on dollar on your own orders. Who gets paid on their own orders? We pay you on your own orders. So as you order, you're going to get a paycheck, plus you're going to earn what's called ream on dollars. And you can use that for future purchases. You can use it for giveaways for your business. You can use it to gift people products, right? Getting products on people's skin. That was one thing that I did as well, is I made it a goal that every single month I was sharing at least 10 experience kits with 10 of my friends. So I'm a social media girl. I build my business completely online. And so again, how I get people's skin is I like to send them these incredible experience kits. So that's something that you guys can use with your ream on dollars as well. This isn't just a paycheck. You guys remember, this is a wealth building plan. So drop a 1 in the chat if getting 40% on your own customers and your purchases already feels like a game changer for your household budget, because that's pretty exciting, right? Yeah. All right, we're almost done. So here's the secret. I got something in my eye. You don't build a team leader title alone. You're going to build this with people, right? And so if you love people, if you love helping people, then this is definitely where I see you, where you'll be really, really quick. So you're going to simply just help 3 senior managers rise up underneath you. And I recommend you guys build wide, okay? So build wide. What does that mean? So you guys all, as you're bringing people in and you sponsor somebody, that's going to be what's called, that's a leg. When you sponsor somebody else, that's a leg. When you sponsor somebody else, that's a leg. So you want to go wide, okay? So again, you're just going to help 3 people hit senior manager. And I personally, though, I would aim for 10. Aim for 10, okay? So when they succeed, again, you succeed. So think of it building like 3 strong legs on a chair, right? And once those legs are in place, the chair really holds itself steady. That's going to be your team leader foundation, all right? All right, who here already knows at least one person who would thrive as a leader in this business? Who, and you, again, sometimes it's not who you think, but who do you know right now? Josh says he knows 10. Josh, I cannot wait to celebrate you at team leader. You're going to hit it so fast. So again, when you guys think about those people, okay, you want to write their names down on a piece of paper, okay? So this is going to be the heartbeat of your plan: duplication. Let me say that again: duplication. This is the fastest way to team leader, and it's duplicating what? Senior managers, okay? So we want to be duplicating senior managers. Don't try to be the hero here. I want you guys to know this and hear this. This is what I've learned from the next guest that I get to introduce here in just a little bit. Be the guide. Show them the system. Plug them into the orientation call just like this, okay? You're the guide. You're going to teach them to keep it simple and teach them to keep it repeatable, okay? All right. So again, if you guys can teach people what you're learning right now by what? Just inviting them to a call like this, you're going to create massive duplication in your business. Okay. All right. Last thing. So Jermaine showed us this beautiful launch sheet, and I love this sheet. This sheet has to be filled out before I will hop on a one-on-one with anybody, because we know, you guys, that hope is not a strategy. It's when you write it down on a piece of paper and you commit. So few things: schedule at least 2K pop-ups. These can be virtual or these can be in person to person. It really depends on you and what is your area of genius. Okay. Write down why you're doing this, because there's going to be days that you're going to want to throw in the towel. But if you have a strong why, you're going to walk over, you're going to pick up the towel, and you're back in. Okay. This is going to give you purpose, and it's going to give you a reason of why you're doing what you're doing every single day. Make a list of names. Write down your list of names. Josh, you said you had 10 people. Like, write those names down. And those are the people that you're going to reach out to, right? You literally have gold in your hands where you could change somebody's life, whether you're changing their skin or you're changing their finances. So create your product and your business story. You need two stories. You need a product story and you need a business story. And of course, plug into everything, especially in the beginning. I was so hungry. I wanted this so bad in the beginning. I was on orientation every single week. I was hopping on as many opportunity calls as I possibly could because I wanted to learn. So orientations, presentations, trainings, convention. Make sure you're at convention. We have Long Beach that's coming up in February. Can't wait to see you there. Okay. So just remember that success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you commit to consistently. So again, this is your team leader game plan. I'm going to actually stop sharing my screen right here, and I'm going to toss it. Do I do these before and afters, Chris?
No, you're doing my training right now, Miss Christy.
Oh, I am?
Yeah.
Oh, I was doing
You're doing great. You're on a roll.
Okay.
So let's just keep this going. Yeah, you're amazing.
All right. So let me.
Well,
Our next
you
speaker.
can wrap it up. You know, I have so many announcements to run through. So go ahead and wrap it up, and then just pass it to me for the announcements. I have a lot of announcements to run over. So
So you want me to finish with the?
yeah. We're on a roll. Let's go.
Okay, I didn't plan on doing this part, but all right, let's look at these gorgeous faces. So the one thing that I love about seeing before and afters like this, you guys, is that this is what sells. This is what sells. When people see this, now they're curious. So your story is what's going to create curiosity. It's going to be your story. It's going to be your energy. It's going to be your passion behind the products. And again, you guys can see these incredible before and afters. We have a library of these, and again, so many incredible testimonials that you guys can share as well. So I know that you're just getting started, and if you haven't used the products yet, that again, use other people's stories as you go. For example, I was introduced to these products by a good friend because I was scrolling social media, and what stopped my scroll was my girlfriend's before and after. I haven't seen her in a while, but man, her skin was completely transformed. And so I reached out to her and I asked her what she was using. And then I saw the business opportunity, and I decided, oh my gosh, this is life-changing. This is incredible. My products are on the way. I'm so excited. I can't wait to use them. But I wanted to share with you a couple of before and afters of other people that I've also seen in using these products. If you're curious and you want to know a little bit more, just DM me, comment info, or send me a DM. You guys, that's how simple this is. And when people see before and afters, they're going to be in your DMs. Oh my gosh, tell me a little bit more about this. And what do? You stick with the system. You invite them to an opportunity call, right? So we got these incredible opportunity calls. That's all you're going to do. You're going to invite, when they sign up as a planner, what do? You invite them to an orientation, just like this. Okay. All right. So I'm going to quickly get out of the way here. Basically, you guys, we have your support system. We have every single thing that you need. I'm going to stop sharing because I know that Chris has got some incredible announcements that he's going to walk you through. And this guy right here is a national director here with us at Remon. He was one of the first to hit the top rank in the company. He's not messing around. He's not playing small. But one thing that I truly, truly love about him is his heart and his servant leadership. And truly, he wants to see every single one of you win. And he is here to support all of us. And so that's what I've been able to receive from this incredible man. He is positivity. He's uplifting. He's all the things that you want to surround yourself with. So Chris, take it away.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Can you guys hear me? Everything good? Yep. All right. So thank you so much, Miss Christy. You are amazing. I want to thank Mr. Jermaine Johnson, Susan Manuelo, Miss Anna Perry, and Miss Christy Belliston for doing an amazing job. You are amazing. You guys are such great speakers, so much charisma. And with that said, I get to share for the last part of our orientation, I really get to share some of the most important announcements that are available to you. So I'm going to wrap this up really quick. However, pretty much we are launching the Philippines. The Philippine launch schedule has been announced. It is October 1st. The House of Rimon will be opening. October 2nd, the Philippines Launch Momentum Series Training Day 1 will commence with our President of Sales, Mr. Danny Bay. And October 3rd will be Day 2, Part 2 of the Rimon Momentum Launch Training. And October 5th will be the official Rimon Philippines launch event at the Shangri-La Manila Hotel. October 1st will be the first commission pay, and October 31st, it will all be tied into Asia's first convention in Macau. And I know that some of our directors from the US are going to make their way to South Korea, Jeju Island, and from there make their way to Macau and separate into other Asian markets that our directors have businesses in. It's a highly anticipated event. We're really excited. So October 1st at the House of Rimon will be the opening. October 2nd to the 3rd is the training, and October 5th is the official launch. Make sure you guys scan this QR code. Stay tuned for updates. And as you know, Japan pre-launch Q4 has been announced. Now November 25th, the pre-launch site will be open. December 12th is the official enrollment date, and training schedules will be to be announced for the month of December, and product shipping shall commence I believe December 19th. So what's next? As you know, Rimon Roadmap 2025, we had some amazing announcements. And as you know, the highly anticipated European expansion. We are at such an amazing time with this business. You know, we have two big Titan icons from the likes of Paula Scheer, you know, Frederick Bertin, big major icons that are backing the #1 K-beauty, and we're making our strides and debut into Europe. Talk about a flex, talk about credibility. We're really excited about that. So as you know, the UK launch schedule goes as follows. September 23rd will be the official site open. October 17th, the House of Rimon UK will be open. Our HQ is at a landmark building near Heathrow in London called the Arc Building. It is a landmark building. October 18th, as you know, the pre-launch Momentum Series training will commence. October 19th, now here it will be at the Novotel London West Hotel. Again, Novotel London West Hotel from 2 to 5 p.m. October 19th. Get your people there. It's going to be a kickoff event. October 27th, product shipping shall commence. So this is the information for Novotel London West Hotel. It's going to be in the Champagne Suite starting at 2 p.m. More details will be available at uk.rimon.com. Again, uk.rimon.com. Take a quick screenshot picture of this for those of you that will be participating. As you know, we also launched many other European countries for Q1 2026. Italy, Spain, and Ireland will follow suit for the aggressive European expansion. Latin America has been announced after the successful Mexico Open. Now we are officially opening in Peru, Chile, and Colombia for Q1 2026. And as you know, Rimon's first Asia convention will be held in Macau near Hong Kong. The event shall commence October 31st to November 2nd. It is called the Bloom with Rimon at the Londoner Grand Hotel Macau. For those of you that are able to lock in a 10-ticket bundle, you will be able to lock in a free travel set. And as you know, in 2026, Rimon Retreats official travel dates has been announced for Costa Rica. How you earn travel points. So for customer sales, for every customer you acquire, you're able to lock in 5 travel points per every 100 USD that you do in customer sales. You will be maxed out capped at 35 points per customer. And as you know, for customer loyalty, 40 active customers will earn you an additional 100 travel points. So for when you sponsor people with the starter kit plus, or the premium, you will be awarded 10 travel points for the starter kit, 50 travel points for the starter kit plus, And for the premium, you will get 100 travel points. And for rank advancement, senior managers get 100 travel points. Team leader gets 300 travel points. Director gets 2,000 travel points. And team leaders that actively do 10,000 open line will lock in 100 travel points. 30,000 BP in open line team leader group volume will lock in 200 travel points. And for your directors that lock in 100,000 BP in a calendar month for your open line director group, you will lock in 300 travel points. But here's the good news, guys. Backed by popular demand. Remember, now how these travel points actually work for all the packages that's sold now, for this promotion, it will be the travel points will be awarded to both the sponsor and the buyer. Now you guys get to double dip. Now you don't have any reason to not make it to this Riemann Roadmap, Riemann Retreat promotion. You have no excuse. Anybody can participate as long as you do the money-making activities. You are in it to win it, guys. We will see you at the Costa Rica event. We are super excited. And as you know, this is the last day of the month. It is absolutely your last chance with probably about, I would say, 5 hours left in Pacific Standard Time. The September convention kits have been extended to September 30th, 11:59 Pacific Standard Time, which is today. It is the last chance for you to lock in these Riemann Roadmap event packages. As you know, the Premium 1 bundle, the Premium 2 bundle, and the Plus bundle, and all the other smaller packages will be available in your shopping mall. These are the US packages. And for the Canadian packages, Premium Bundle 1, Premium Bundle 2, and Riemann Roadmap Plus bundle, and the smaller packages will be priced in CAD for all you planners in Canada. It is the equivalent of USD, so there is no worries. The promotion officially ends tonight in about 5 hours Pacific Standard Time. Make sure you lock this in. As you know, 2026 Riemann North America Convention has been announced, and it's going to be in Long Beach, California, February 27th to March 1st. Register now. $129 for a single ticket, and a 10-ticket bundle will be $9.99. As of November 1st, following December, the prices will rise to $159 for a single ticket, $12.99 for 10-ticket bundle. January 1st on site, it will be $169 a ticket. Make sure you scan this QR code, and we will see you in Long Beach, California. As you know, Riemann has locked in a block of rooms at the Hyatt Regency Long Beach. Make sure you scan this QR code. I believe the rooms are sold out, but we are working on another block of rooms, so stay tuned for updates. As you know, this Wednesday, the Product University is back with the amazing Angie Troilo, starting October 2nd to November 19th. Those of you that finish Product University, you will be recognized at the Long Beach Convention. You will walk the stage, and you will be recognized for all your hard work and dedication. This Wednesday as well, October 1st, 5 p.m. I'm sorry, Wednesday. So October 1st, 5 p.m., 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we have the monthly rundown with Miss Betty Perez, General Manager, and our President of Sales, Mr. Danny Bay. There will be recognition of producers, event updates, and promotions for the new month. And as you know, Tuesdays, we have our company orientation like today. A great way to bring in new planners, onboard them, learn the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s. And for those of you that have prospects, want more exposure to the next pending event, we have the Thursday Riemann Revealed opportunity call at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure you guys get your people plugged in. And on Monday, we also have the Riemann Mexico Riemann Revealed for September 29th, starting at 7 p.m. And Wednesday, we have the Riemann Orientation. October 1st, it will commence at 7 p.m. Mexico Standard Time. So make sure you guys get your Spanish-speaking prospects, leaders, and guests plugged in. And as you know, today is the last day of the month. You know, in our Riemann business, we have a few characteristics. Remember, I trained on comp plan driving behavior. And in the behavior of the Riemann compensation plan, 30 to 35% of your entire production will come on the last 48 to 24 hours of the month. And today is pay period deadline after 12 p.m. Everything is going to be shut down. We're going into maintenance. Make sure you do a strong close for the travel points, for your rank advancements. This is the absolute last day to finish with a strong close. So with that said, I will be ending the Riemann orientation tonight. I want to thank everybody for investing your time, right? Your time investment in the business is what the true asset is, what is going to give you the freedom, time, energy, and ultimately the income and the freedom. So with that said, thank you all for participating. I want to thank all the speakers. I will see you guys on the next Remon Revealed Opportunity presentation. Thank you to all the speakers. Love you. See you at the top. Have a great night. Thank you very much, everybody. Good night.